Hey guys, welcome back to Mango Salad. Happy Monday, happy Mango Monday. Hope your weekend was great. Hope you had some fun times, great memories, hung out with some friends, and if you didn't, that's okay too. If you just bed rotted and binged watch your favorite shows. How was Love Island, guys? I don't watch it, but I've been seeing like all these like posts and stuff about like Love Island. So how was it? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new here, my name is Kayla. I post videos every single Monday. Love supporting girls, love supporting everyone. But gosh. Anyways, for today's topic, I really wanted to talk about the shame of motherhood. And if you're not a mother, I want you to know that in a way, like this can like relate to like people too that aren't a motherhood. If you don't already know this, I am a single mom. I have a beautiful daughter. She is 3 years old. She just turned 3 in June, and she is beautiful, lovely, all of that stuff. She is awesome and the light of my life. But without further ado, also, yeah, if you're new here, like, subscribe, tell your friends, your grandmas, your uncles, your aunts, your sisters, your cousins, your cats, your dogs, everybody, tell everybody to subscribe. Yeah, my podcast is Mango Salad. My Instagram, my personal Instagram is kayla.gs. My Mango Salad Instagram is Mango Salad. Yeah, I do podcast and YouTube, so I film and you get to see me as I talk about things. So if you're new here, like and subscribe. Make sure to comment down below. Tell me how you like it. If you see some pauses in the video, it's because my phone is at a point where it's old. I have an iPhone 11. I do have an iPhone 11, and it keeps saying that I have no storage, even though I've deleted every single app. I've deleted all of my messages. I've deleted just everything, and it just keeps saying, you need more storage, you need more storage, you need more storage. So if I accidentally like stop filming for like 1 second, it's because of the fact that it just keeps, like pausing, and then I'll have to like go delete stuff. So hopefully I get to film somewhat of, the video that I really want to talk about today. The topic of today is the shame of motherhood, and specifically, what I've noticed, especially like being a single mother, people really hate single mothers. They hate them. Society has made a big thing to like shame a mother, just like a mother in general, that if she's not in the house every single day, just doing like mothers and stuff, then if she just decides to go get her nails done, then she's taking away from her kids. If I'm wearing a shirt like this, you shouldn't be wearing that because you're a mom, and all this stigma around it. And I just want to like touch on it because I've never really noticed this until I became a mother, of how people really do shame mothers for being anything else than a mother. Yes, I will always be a mother, and I will always provide for my child, and she's going to live the bestest life. She's not going to go without. She is taken care of. She is happy, healthy, and the best. I have, I'm incredibly blessed that I'm raising a beautiful daughter. But that being said, I'm allowed to wear things I like. I'm allowed to, if I want to go get breakfast with like my girlfriends, I'm allowed to do that, and I shouldn't have to like feel bad or ashamed of that. Or I'm allowed to pursue hobbies that define me, because before I was a mom, I was still Kayla, and you are still you. And just because you decide to have a personality outside of being a mother doesn't mean that you are neglecting your child. Like, these things, good mom and being you yourself, allowing yourself to have hobbies, allowing yourself to get your hair done, get your nails done, go do stuff that doesn't necessarily put you in the category of being just a mother, is okay. Both things can simultaneously exist. I am Kayla, and I'm also a mom. And just because I pick Kayla sometimes doesn't mean that Kendall's gonna go without, or like anything else. So I just wanted to talk about that because I just noticed the biggest stigma like with that, like the shame of motherhood. If I don't do anything else than be a mom, then I am the worst mom ever, and Kendall is going without, which is just not true. I don't know who put that in like people's heads that you can't simultaneously be yourself, be a person, just a person outside of being a mother, and automatically that means that you're just like the worst mom ever. Like, especially that I've noticed that every time that somebody is upset with me, they're like, oh, but you're just a bad mom. And I'm just like, I've heard that. Anything else you want to say? It seems like you just don't have anything else to say at this point, because I know that's not true, and the people that know me know that's not true. Kendall will never go without. She is going to live the best life, and I'm just so happy that, you know, she'll look at these videos and see that, you know, her mom did it. She did that. Especially like the shame that I've had, like, you know, like, oh, you should think about like your career or like whatever. And I'm like, I'm building a business for myself, and believe it or not, don't be surprised if you catch me on the Jimmy Fallon show. Manifesting that. But anyways, if you are a single mother, if you're a mother in general, please do not be ashamed that you are allowed to have a personality outside being a mom, and that doesn't take away from your child. That doesn't take away from anything. If anything, it builds resentment when you don't do things for yourself and you feel like, oh, I wish I could have done that, or like, you know, like being a mom, you have to, it is sacrifice, and I sacrifice a lot, and I'm happy to sacrifice, but I also take times where I'm like, okay, I need a break. Let me rely on my support, and let me go do the things that make me happy so that I can be the best mother I can, instead of like being upset, like I wish I could have done this, and I wish I could have worn that. Or like, for example, I took my daughter to the beach, and I was wearing like a cutesy little bikini, and I could tell like the other mothers were looking at me like, what is she wearing? And I'm like, I'm still 26, I'm still in my prime. I remember when I was watching this like on like social media, if I can find it, of like the quote of like Kylie Jenner being like, yes, I'm a mother, but I'm still in my prime, and I'm allowed to wear this and that, and that's okay. Like, it literally is okay. Like, my whole personality doesn't revolve around being a mother just because I became a mother, and that can simultaneously, like I said, exist. You can be a good mom without, you know, like still being you and still prioritizing you. How do I say this? You're like, sorry. I think that you are allowed to, what's it called? Show up for yourself. And that doesn't mean that, oh, my daughter is not gonna have a car when she grows up. She's not gonna have braces or do things or be able to go places or be without. Like, she can still have that while her mother is pursuing hobbies and doing things for herself as well, because yes, like I said, she is my priority 100%. She is number one, but also I'm here too, and I have to prioritize myself too in order to be the most present, the best mom, the happiest I can be, and that is okay. And you should not be ashamed of, oh, like, because I struggle with this a lot, like mom guilt. If I do something, and I think it's just like the stigma that if I don't just be a mother and I do anything else, then I'm a horrible mother. Because like I said, anybody that's ever been mad at me, they just say, oh, you're a bad mom, you shouldn't be going to the movies with your friends, you should be at home with your daughter. And I'm like, but I'm at home with her all the time, and I do things with her all the time, and I take her places all the time, and she like, there's nothing, like, she is happy and she's healthy and all these kind of things, and I can simultaneously exist. And that doesn't mean that she won't strive just because I decided to go see a movie or wear a shirt that does. phone cut out, technical difficulties, but yeah. And also, I want to say this too, just because I am a single mother doesn't mean that because I don't have a spouse, I didn't have this fairy tale, oh, I got married, and I'm not like mad or like talking poop about anybody that has happened. If that's made you happy, and you know, kudos to you, and you are awesome and great and all that kind of stuff, because you just are. And rephrase this, I feel like I'm going off topic, but if you got married and you're in a dynamic where you have like a mom and dad, that is okay. And if you are a family of like divorce, that is okay. And if you're a single mom, that is okay. All that matters is that your kids are being taken care of, they're happy, healthy, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, back to the topic I was talking about. Just because you're raised by a single mother or a single dad or your grandma, your grandpa, doesn't mean that all that matters is that the kid's happy, healthy, and taken care of. And who cares, like, the dynamic, if they're in a happy, loving household and they're not being harmed, isn't that what's most important? But yeah, that's what I wanted to like talk about on this podcast today, because it's been a long time coming. I mean, it sucks how like society like shames like the single moms, the dads, or like anything else, of thinking that they can't like strive just because they're raised by a single mom, or anything, that there's something wrong, or because you decide to go see a movie, go to the beach by yourself, all that automatically means that you're not a good mom or something. And that is just not true, and that says a lot about like their character as like a whole, if they shame you for doing things that make you happy and stuff. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. If you're a single mom, if you're a single dad, and even if you're not, and if you can relate to this podcast, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next Monday. Stay positive, guys. Yeah, also, I got new cover art. Do you like it? Yes. Yes, she's amazing. She's awesome. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe, tell your friends, your mothers, your uncles, and all that kind of stuff. And I will see you next Mango Monday. Bye, guys.